everyone, and welcome back to the Chronic Corner. I'm Lauren, and this episode is all about the top 5 ways to manage your POTS or dysautonomia symptoms. Now, this video is kind of geared more towards people who were newly diagnosed or kind of just looking into learning more about the dysautonomia community. Most people who have had POTS for a while or dysautonomia will know these, but we wanted to make a quick video, especially with it being Dysautonomia Awareness Month, just to share our top tips for managing your symptoms. So the first two are the most common, and that is to increase your fluid intake and increase your salt intake. Now with fluid, a couple quick tips. One, a lot of people have told me if you wait until you're thirsty, you're not drinking enough. And the other one is you should be going to the bathroom like every hour that you're drinking so much. Now, I'm guilty of not drinking enough, totally, completely. And with salt intake, thankfully now there are salt capsules with added electrolytes and potassium, and there are actually additives that you can add to a glass of water that also have really great benefits. And we have videos on increasing your sodium intake and hydration. The next one is compression garments, which we just made a video about as well, as to, which kinds are the most beneficial. Is it the ones from your calf to your ankle? Is it the ones all the way up to your waist, the full tights? Is it compression shorts like bicycle shorts? So definitely check that out. That goes more into depth and kind of what the measurements of compression tights means, because usually they come with a range of how snug they are. And then the next one is to avoid triggers. Pretty early on, when you start experiencing dysautonomia symptoms, you'll learn what triggers them. A lot of people experience, heat intolerance. Temperature regulation is very difficult. So if you go from being really hot to really cold frequently, or if it's really hot out and you go into the air conditioning and you have a flare, that is pretty common. Traveling can trigger people, all kinds of things, certain physical activities, a lot of cleaning and typical house duties, showering can trigger symptoms, lights, sounds, smells, so many things. I mean, I could list this all day, but we have a video on that too, so go check that out if you haven't watched it already. And then the other one that's really important too is to stay as active as you can. Now, when it comes to POTS and dysautonomia, we are often told that exercise is really important for us to feel better. But it's very controversial because when you are dealing with severe chronic fatigue, chronic pain, GI issues, all the symptoms that we experience, orthostatic intolerance, it's really, really difficult to keep your body moving and to quote-unquote exercise. So when I say body moving, this could be anything from a 5-minute walk 3 times a week to laying in bed stretching, any kind of movement to help keep your body from deconditioning further. Because it is very hard, like I said, to keep moving. So those are kind of our top recommendations. Now, of course, there's a lot of prescription meds, such as a beta blocker on the market that a lot of dysautonomia specialists will recommend, but these are kind of the prescription recommendations that you'll typically hear. And for more things dysautonomia and chronic illness, visit Dinet.org. Thank you so much for watching.